For reading day. Hooray for reading day. Jessica was a worrier. She worried all the time. She worried about monsters under her bed and getting a haircut and going to the dentist and remembering to walk wiggles. But in the first class, she had a big worry reading. Mr. Martin had divided the class into small groups. When it was Jessica's turn to read, he had trouble sounding out the words. She read cat for cat and for dish. Sometimes the other kids laughed and Jessica turned as red as reddish. "Stop making fun," Mr. Martin said to the group. Then he asked Jessica to go back to the beginnings. Try again. Jessica hated when he said that. "What if you made another mistake?" One morning, Mr. Martin gave kids a book called Hot Pot. "Please read the first sentence out loud," he said to Jessica. Jessica's stomach flip-flopped. "Can I go last?" She asked. "If that will help," said Mr. Martin. "Dot had a pot," said read Araton. "The pot had a spot," read Lizzie. "Dot put the pot on a cot," read Bobby. "What a dumb story," thought Jessica. "Your turn," said Mr. Martin. Jessica took a deep breath. "The pot was not," he read. Everyone laughed at her mistake. Jessica wanted to sink into the floor. "Shh," Mr. Martin said to the class. Then he tried. He turned to Jessica again. "Try again. I know you can do it." Jessica looked down. The words swam around the page. She closed her eyes so that the words would stop swimming. Then he opened her eyes and read the ot was hot. "Much better," said Mr. Martin. The next morning, Mr. Martin announced Friday's reading theater day. "I want each of you to read a line from your books out loud, and I want you to dress up in costumes. That will make it more fun. I've invited your parents, and we'll have cupcakes and juice." Jessica's stomach turned a somersault. Read out loud, wear costume. She thought she'd rather get a splinter in her tongue than do that. At dinner that night, Jessica didn't feel like eating. "What's wrong?" asked Mom. "Everything," said Jessica. Go on," said Dad. "Tell us." Jessica sighed. Mr. Martin said she invited the parents to reading theater. "That's right," said Mom. "We're looking forward to do it." "Not me," said Jessica. "I don't want to read in front of a bunch of strangers, especially a line from a dumb story." "What about a cot and a pot?" "About a cot and a pot. And I definitely don't want to wear a costume." "Why not?" said Mom. I had to do that once. It wasn't easy, since I was the slowest reader in first grade. Then one day everything clicked. I became the best reader in class. "Oh," said Jessica. "I'll help you with your costume," said Laura. "You can dress up as a sheet or a pillow," added Tom. "Very funny," said Jessica. That night, Jessica couldn't sleep. Words floated around her head. Hot pot, snot, spot, dot, cot. Finally, He turned on the light. Wiggles woke up and looked at her face. "Stop that," said Jessica. Then she got an idea. Maybe I'll practice on you." She opened her backpack and pulled out her coffee of hot pot. Wiggles snuggled up next to her. Jessica opened the box and began to read. Dot had a pot. The pot was Spot. Dot put her pot on the cot. The pot was hot. Jessica looked at Wiggles. "I didn't make any mistakes," she said. "It's easy to read." The next day, Mr. Marlton asked Jessica to read out loud. Jessica mixed up some of the words. Dot had a pot. Pot had a dot, he read. Everyone giggled. "Don't worry," said Mr. Marlton. "It's not the end of the world if you make a mistake." But to Jessica it was. She'd have to practice all day and all night for reading theatre. When Jessica got home, she read to Wiggles. She read the whole story through without making any mistakes. Wiggles gave her doggy kisses. "Maybe if I can read too," said Jessica, "I can read to anybody. If Mum learned to be a good reader, why can't I?" "Uff, uff," barked Wiggles. Finally, it was the day of reading theatre. Jessica went to school wrapped in a blanket. When the parents began to arrive, Jessica put the blanket over her head. Mr. Marlton greeted everyone. Then she asked Jessica's group to stand up. Jessica kept it on the blanket over her head as she walked to the front of the classroom. Anita read first, then Lizzie, and then it was Bobby's turn. "Todd put the pot on a spot," he read. Jessica threw off her blanket. She stared at Bobby. He made a mistake. He never made mistakes. And now it was her turn. Jessica's knees shook. He closed her eyes and pictured Wiggles. Then he opened the eyes and pretended he was reading to her. "The pot was hot," he read. Phew! He got it right. So he closed the book with a bang and sat down. The parents all clapped. So did the other kids. Mom and Dad clapped the loudest of all. "You're great," said Mom. "Hooray for reading day," said Dad. "Bravo," said Mr. Marlton. "I knew you could do it." Jessica smiled. That night she read another story to Wiggles, and then another and another. Wiggles licked her book. "You must like the story," said Jessica. And then she gave him a big hug, and they both fell asleep.